Sam, thank you for joining me today. You're the Sales and Marketing Director and co-owner of WebChoice, UK-based digital marketing agency, and you're the host of Sam's Business Growth Show, the podcast. So why don't you tell us a little bit more about what you do? I like that little story you had about potentially being a paratrooper. That would be a fun one. But yeah, tell us a little bit about what you do day to day, like some of the problems you solve for people that are picking up the phone and talking to you.
Yeah, thanks very much for having me on. I'll try and keep it as short and snappy as possible.
Sure.
In terms of what we do over at WebChoice, so it's pretty straightforward. We help brands or companies that want to skyrocket their leads, their sales, and their brand positioning. We do that in a few different ways. So we help them get organically to the top of Google for their main product or service with SEO.
Yep.
We help them convert more through their website. So if everyone's got a different goal for their website, right? So some people want to drive leads or demo requests, or some people want e-commerce, want to sell directly through it.
Yeah.
So we help people that drive their conversions, so get more results, so sell more, book more demos, get more leads, get more consultant requests. And as a result of that, we help them improve their brand positioning. So by getting them to the top of Google, by giving them a website that looks pro, that instills confidence in their ideal buyers and their customers.
Yeah.
And we also do a bit of paid ad management, a bit of social. So digital marketing results really is what we're about. In terms of that side of things, were you wanting me to kind of run through my story? Because it's a pretty lengthy one. There's quite a lot of,
well, I mean, I like that piece we were talking about earlier where, a lot of people are asking you like, well, why should I pay so much to have a website done? And I think it's a great one, right? Because I've had the question to me, and as you know, right, if people Google like website design, and there's probably thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of options out there. So I really like the example you gave me.
Yeah, so there's a few ways you can do it. So this can work for any industry actually. So a common question that I get asked is, or once we've talked about the customer's ideal goals and objectives for their website. So it might be that let's use this situation. There was a cybersecurity consultant that called me up. I think he actually got in touch through LinkedIn. So it was inbound, and he said, look, Sam, I want to do my own website, branding, marketing, and so on. So I had a conversation with him, learned more about his business, learned why he wanted the website. I think it was because a lot of his work, he was contracted in. So he had to pay like recruitment agencies and contractors a commission for all the jobs that he did. So learned about what a project was worth to him, learned about what he wanted to get out of the website, which was inbound inquiries and quote requests, and build up his reputation as a trusted leader in cybersecurity consulting. So found out all this, looked at some sites he liked, got a good grasp of what he wanted. Got towards the end of the call, we quoted him a few grand for the website, and he's like, hey, hold on a minute, Sam, why is it so expensive? And I said, well, what do you mean? And he said, well, I can go on to Wix or Squarespace and pay maybe £20-30 a month or less and get a website like that. I said, yeah, sure you could. But we just discussed all these goals and objectives you wanted to get out of the website. And if I remember right, you also told me that you're charging £600 a day. What if one of the banks you told me you're working with said, hey, John, let's say his name is John. Yeah, I like what you're saying, but I could just do this cybersecurity course online for 20 quid. As soon as I flipped it on him, he said, yeah, fair point, Sam, you've got me there. That could work for pretty much any industry. You just flip it on its head, and
for sure.
It's just reversing, really.
So do you find that one, I think once you flip that one, probably a customer gets it. Do you find in the world of SEO and PPC, people have a hard time understanding maybe the value there? Like, well, why can't I just, why do I have to pay so much to be at the top? I like that post yesterday you had around, the lease versus like a mortgage. And that really helped me understand the differences there.
Yeah, that's it. So exactly like you said in that post I did yesterday, I read this. I think someone even told me, or I read it some years ago. So two quick ways to compare SEO, search engine optimization, and PPC, pay-per-click. Pay-per-click is kind of like renting or leasing a house. Because the moment you stop paying, you're kicked out on your ass. You're no longer there, and you're essentially your ad that's at the top of Google or on Facebook, wherever it is no longer showing. So you can't get traffic to your website. So it's a great short-term strategy. It can even work alongside other marketing strategies. SEO, search and optimization, is like a mortgage. So it's a long-term gain. It's not a quick fix like paid ads. You can't get it straight away. Over time, your goal is to own the space, which in this case, rather than owning the house over time, you're owning the position on Google. So you're getting to page 1 of organic search on Google, which as a result is going to give you more traffic to your website, more brand credibility, and then more leads or more sales. So that's a quick way of kind of comparing it. And they can work together. PPC and SEO can work together. It's not to say one's better than the other, but SEO is more long-term. PPC is more short-term. So PPC renting, SEO is like the mortgage.
Yeah, I love that analogy, and I'll use it because I know people ask me sometimes, and I've never really been able to articulate it. I guess the last question I have is you've been on LinkedIn fairly active. That's where we've connected. What would you say are like some good, for businesses that are kind of going like, how should we leverage LinkedIn? Do you have any advice there?
Leveraging LinkedIn, I would say make a conscious effort to put out a post each and every day. Doesn't even have to be anything mental. Just maybe spend 5-10 minutes putting together something, if it's text only or an image or video post. Just be consistent, because LinkedIn, just like SEO, LinkedIn's all about the long game. So it took me a few months to post content on LinkedIn before I started getting inbound opportunities. So people actually direct messaging you saying, look, can you help with this? So it's all about building up authority. And you don't have to be the smartest person in the room. You just have to put posts out that establishes your credibility as being a thought leader in the industry. So I'm digital marketing, but you could be in any subject. You could be offering consultancy for trade shows. You could be doing anything else. It doesn't matter what it is. Just make sure people believe what you do is something you know a lot about and you can help them. And then secondly, make sure that your landing page, or your LinkedIn profile page rather, is like a landing page. So it's a hook to generate leads. Now, not everyone wants to generate leads on LinkedIn. Some people just want to do it to connect with people, build up their network, or everyone's got their own goals. But if you want to generate leads on LinkedIn, then you need to make it as easy as possible for people to get in touch with you. Right. So yeah, gear up your profile page on LinkedIn to quickly give a snapshot of the common problems you address for your ideal customers, then how you can help them, and then put a call to action. So if you want to discuss a free 30-minute conversation, give me a call here, give me an email here, or direct message me. So yeah, that kind of stuff. And also interact on other people's posts. Do a few of those each day. Ultimately, if you want leads from LinkedIn, it's all about activity consistently over weeks and months, and then that'll drive inbound opportunities to your page and people to take action and give you a call or email or message.
Perfect, man. Okay, well, these have been super interesting tips. I'll share some links below around how they can find you, WebChoice, and your podcast. So appreciate your time, man.
Thanks very much. Cheers.
Okay.